Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. Today is August the 1st, 2022. Guys, this year is going ahead and getting right on out the way. We are 2 months from another election. We are 2 years almost into Biden's administration. It is 2022. We have been in COVID for a long time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's start this with an inspiration. I'm going to pull 3 cards this morning for the collective. 3 cards for the collective. There they are. 3 cards for the collection. For the collective. This is the Pixykins deck. A daily inspirational deck. This is some inspiration for this day. Our first card, we get Madame Saffron. The secret to happiness is the realization that life is a gift. Cookie Cats. Make a little mischief today. And our last card is Nellie and Nora. Good conversation is food for the soul. Good morning, everyone. Now, let's have a blessing. Oh, dear universe, give us a blessing for this day, for the collective this day. Look at this. We get the blessing of just being. You may have been thinking that if you had acted or chosen differently in the past, things would be better now. But in thinking this way, you fail to see the positive effects your past actions and choices have had on both yourself and others. Look closely and you will see many blessings. Namaste. Good morning. Okay, I've got lots of outstanding questions this morning. So let's go ahead and jump right into this reading. Hello, everybody. Okay, first question about LIV Golf. Will LIV Golf be a success in the United States? Going right up against the PGA. Got the Saudis literally trying to knock the PGA off the map and insert themselves in. Buying off top golfers. Buying off top golfers. The wolf is in the hen house. The sheep are in danger. The murderer is in the house. The call is coming from inside the building. We have let the devil in the church. Will LIV Golf be a success? Will LIV Golf be a success in the United States? Here we go. Will LIV Golf be a success in the United States? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, prepare yourself. Prepare yourselves to see the disgusting display of greed that LIV Golf is going to just have on full display. Oh, yes. For a while, LIV Golf is going to be everything. They're just paying so much money to these big name golfers, getting them in there, getting them to sell their souls for money. Here's our answer. Yes, LIV Golf is going to be a success. They've got too many people in partnership with them. This is rich people. This is the 1%. This is the ruling class showing you exactly what they're made of. They are not patriots. A patriot would not let the people who try to destroy our democracy step 1 foot in this country unchallenged. But no. Our democracy wants to do business with them, wants to let them in. How many people died on 9/11? Let's get back to the brass tacks. How many Americans died? How many American civilians, not military people, nobody involved in a war, not a government. These were office buildings. These were people who were doing their everyday job, who were blown to smithereens by the Saudis and by Al-Qaeda. And now we're doing business with them. We have let them. We still celebrate 9/11. We will never forget. Well, it seems like we have forgotten now, don't it? It seems like enough money will make you forget anything. We will never forget my eye. My eye. Oh, my goodness. America is doing business. We got the criminal is in our midst. Judgment is upon our nation right now. Judgment is upon us. Understand, guys. Understand. This is more than about optics. This is more than about how this looks. We have to look at how this is affecting the widows and widowers of all those people who died needlessly. All of the children who were made orphans that day. While our president sat reading a book to kindergarten or first graders. And then went and attacked a country that had absolutely nothing to do with it. Understand. Guys, I'm just trying to get everybody to open their eyes to understand that our government is nothing if we do not keep them honest. Our government will use our name to do all kinds of heinous crimes if we do not keep them honest. If we continue to allow these, and I'm going to call them what they are, these bigots, these racists, these white supremacists, these whoremongers, straight up prostitutes in our Congress and our Senate, selling themselves lock, stock, and barrel to the highest bidder. If that ain't a prostitute, tell me what is. Tell me what is. A prostitute is somebody who sells themselves for money. Tell me what a congressman is. Tell me if it ain't a prostitute. Every single one of them that has been in there, that has sold out to big business or to the rich or to be rich. They're prostitutes. Now the question was will LIV Golf be successful? We've got our answer. Yes, LIV Golf is going to be successful because LIV Golf is going to be propped up and made to be successful. It's in partnership with all kinds of big business. Oh, you want to know who's supporting LIV Golf? Watch it and watch the commercials, and then you will know every single person, every single corporation that is supporting the tyranny against our country, that is supporting letting despots into our country. Yeah. And here's Donnie. Here's Donnie standing there with his sword, sitting there all big and pretty. Yes, I'm the benefactor of all this. I set this up. Yes, he did. He set this up. Him and Jared and all the rest of them doing business over there with that little sword dance. Mister, I ain't got no doggone rhythm, but I'm going to sit there and dance with this sword. I'm going to sell my soul to the devil. Hell, I already sold it a whole long time ago. But I'm down with y'all. Y'all my friends. You give me lots of money. I will give you whatever you want. Let's just keep this partnership going. That is exactly what 45 did over in Saudi Arabia. That is exactly what Jared was doing the entire 4 years they were in office. They were running around making backroom deals. This is just the one that you see. This is the obvious one. There are more things that are going on overseas that have our name on it, but have Kushner's and Trump's freaking blood all over it. And when we're dealing with Donnie, this is a abuse of power. This was an abuse of power when he was in the White House. But they're going to use this. The Saudis are going to use this as a strength. They are going to use this. Like I said, they now have a foothold. They will grow in America. They will try to force the PGA out. It's going to go back just like back in the 70s with the wrestling when they tried to mess with American wrestling. Everything is cyclical. It's cyclical. We have not broken out of this cycle of chaos yet, and we must. Otherwise, we are going to keep reliving the horrors. There will be another 9/11 and another one until we stop what we're doing, until we stop worshiping money and allowing the rich to do whatever they want to. Until we stop it, we are not going to be out of this. Okay, the last card. Well, I skipped one. Hold on. So we're talking about the success of LIV Golf. Let's understand what these people are doing. This is a shell game for the ages. Hide the pickle, whatever you want to call it. They're moving around assets. They are buying up politicians so that they will be able to do what they want. Believe this. If you don't believe nothing else, Mohammed bin Salman is sweethearting every single Republican congressman and senator in that is seated, and not just in Washington. In every place that they want to play golf, they are glad handing. They are greasing the palms. Understand what is going on. You see what's on the surface, but what's below the surface is disgust. And the people who have their hands out saying, I want some of this money, I want some of this, I don't care about my country, I don't care about my people, come on in, take us over, just as long as you give me enough money. Yes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. The road to hell is gilded with the gold of all those people who say, oh, I was just trying to help. They ain't trying to help nobody but themselves. LIV Golf is going to be a success because greedy people will make them a success because they will sell their souls like the prostitutes they are for a little bit of money. My next question is from Leah. Leah wants to know about David Hogg. David Hogg, and this is the young man who almost lost his life in a school shooting, lost his friends, his childhood friends while he was still a child, he lost his childhood to gun violence. The person that mayonnaise tater grease decided to chase down the sidewalk and harass. Now, David Hogg is railing against the Democrats, as he should. Where will this lead? This is Leah's question. Well, the first thing I want to say is that I understand exactly where David Hogg is. Here we are. It has been, 6 years since David's school got shot up? It's been a long time, guys. 45 was in office when David Hogg's school got shot up. We had a whole summer of protests. Remember Martin Luther King's great-granddaughter, that little girl who's going to be president one day, spoke. She's like 10 years old. David Hogg stood up there, bared his soul, saying, just protect us. Why do we have to hide under our desks at school? David Hogg, what he is speaking out about the Democratic Party is that the Democratic Party has sat on its hands for all these years. Children are still dying. We still don't have any type of gun laws to protect anybody. The only laws that are there protect the gun. Nothing protects people. Nothing protects our children. Nothing. David Hogg is absolutely correct. We have not seen any leadership on gun violence, on school violence. Why should he bow down when nobody has done nothing to make his life a victim better? A direct victim. A person who was in the building when gunshots were going off. Now, everybody's sitting there, they're saying, oh, this or that, or this or that, and you've never been in a shooting situation. Hush. Be quiet. Seal your lips together. Because until you have been in that situation, you know nothing about it. This boy's life was in danger. Everybody wants to stand up and pat, oh, what's her face on the back for standing up against the doggone Republicans. But nobody ain't standing up for these children who are trying to save their own lives. Let's get it right. David Hogg is telling the truth. We as Americans have failed them. Where will this lead, though? Where will this lead? Where will David Hogg railing against the Democrats lead? Will it lead to Democrats standing up and taking a more aggressive role in passing meaningful laws? Maybe that's where it'll go. Maybe it'll encourage more young people to run for office, to change this world, to stop the madness. Maybe that's where it'll lead. But let's ask Tara. Tara, where will David Hogg's words lead the Democratic Party? Where will it lead? Oh, this is good. Yes. Yes. All right. First things first. These school shootings have already got us looking at things in a different light. What it also does is it has young people speaking a different way, looking at life in a different way, looking at the despair that their life is in. We have an entire generation of young people with PTSD. We have a whole generation of people under 25 years old that have more trauma response, more trauma reaction than people who have been in war in Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, World War II. Our children are in PTSD. They walk around in a state of heightened. They're in shock all the time. Head on a swivel, listening for the pop, pop. This is what we've done. This is what we have done to destroy an entire generation of children. Making money off of the blood of babies to protect an assault rifle. We're not talking about a shotgun. We're not even talking about a Glock. We are talking about an assault rifle that we have half of Americans standing up for. Something that hasn't even been here the entire time. The stupidity, the arrogance of people for the profit of the 1%, the ultra rich, making mechanisms of death, and we protect the mechanism of death, allowing them to get rich off the blood of our babies. David Hogg is delivering a message, and the Democrats need to wake up and pay attention. That the whole world needs to wake up and pay attention. The message that he is delivering is that young people are not going to take this anymore. And they are going to come out en masse. And they are going to change the political color of our world. Yes, they will. And it is going to be very hard for a lot of boomers and for a lot of Gen Xers. Because we have not been good stewards. We have allowed our babies to have to grow up in worse than wartime situations. In confusion. Why can't we be protected? We don't protect our children against anything. We don't protect them against gun violence. We don't protect them against drugs. We don't protect them against police violence. We don't protect them against predatory entities on the internet. Our children are not safe to play outside. Where have we come forward in America? We have been on a slope sliding backwards for eons. We have been going in reverse. We are not safe. We are not smarter. We have not risen to the occasion. If anything, we have been put deeper into slavery. And we don't even know it because we're agreeing to it. And we are agreeing to do it to our children. Those VR glasses that you put on your face or on your children's face, to put them into an alternate universe, a pretend place. Understand how this is going to become the reality. This is the plan, guys. Those VR glasses is what they want for you. That is your new cell. That is your new jail cell. Many of you will do your work from your VR glasses. You will get up, put on your glasses, and you will be magically in your office. Your entire day will be spent in your underwear, in filth, in your imaginary world, in your cell. Even your entertainment after work will be provided through those ocular glasses. Understand what they have planned for you. Understand, your cell is just getting gilded. It looks like it's something fun and excited. Understand that that thing is playing with your brain. Understand how many children are already unsure what is real and what is not. What is going to happen when they start playing with the electric and the internet, guys? And all of these children and young people and old people who are completely addicted to the metaverse can't get in. What happens when reality sets in and these people have to try to figure out how to live outside of the matrix? Understand the fear that is being programmed. Understand. Guys, stop for one beat and look. The 1% is not doing anything to make our lives better. They are doing everything to exact as much control over us as possible. My next question. I wrote a note to myself, and I'm glad I'm still here on this, because we're talking about what America needs to do. Remember, Nazi Germany isn't the only ones that put human beings in internment camps. Good old America did it to the Japanese in 1942. Yanked little kids right out of school just because of the color of their skin and the slant of their eye. Called them criminals against the United States even though they had nothing to do with it. Just because of their nationality. We took every Japanese American on this continent. Every single one of them. Even the ones that were in the military. And we locked them up. Locked them up. This is why America does not want you to learn its history. This is why they don't want you knowing critical race theory. Because then you would understand. America has done the exact same thing Nazi Germany did. Worse, because we dropped an atomic freaking bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. That was us. That was us. The aliens came back because of Americans. They came back saying, what the heck is going on? We set off nuclear bombs in the sea. We kill living beings, and we call it science. We kill sentient beings, aquatic gods, and we call it research. Understand what we do. David Hogg is shining the light on the terrible state of affairs that we are in. All right. And I just needed everybody to understand all the things that are going on. Like I say, this is cyclical. We had World War I because we had all kinds of civil wars and nothing got changed. We had World War II because we didn't learn from World War I. We had Korea and we had Vietnam because we didn't learn from World War II. We have not learned from Korea or Vietnam. And here we are with a dumbed down version of humanity. Violent, protecting the gun, using our children as body armor, allowing our most precious asset to be lined up and shot at like a carnival game. And we want to say how free we are, how forward moving we are. Yet we put Japanese people in internment camps just like Nazi Germany. Only thing we didn't do is put them in ovens. That's the only thing we didn't do, is put them in ovens. But we took them, yanked them out of society for no other reason than the color of their skin and the slant of their eye and the name that they carry. My next question is from Marie S. Will 45 be arrested before November 8th? Will 45 be arrested before November 8th? Will 45 be arrested before November 8th? Oh, Spirit Guides, Universe, please speak through me. Will 45 be arrested? Just arrested. That's all I'm asking. Not sent to jail. Will he be arrested before November 8th? Yes. 45 is going, oh my goodness, 45 is going to be arrested before November 8th. Oh my goodness, guys, and I think this is going to be a way they're going to arrest him and charge him with conspiracy. Oh my goodness, they're going, this is to, here's our yeses. Here's our yeses, yes, yes, yes. Government is going to get him finally. That's another yes. We got 4 yeses. 4 out of 8 cards are yeses. Okay? Oh my goodness. And Joe Biden is he is on board with this. He is not going to issue him a pardon. 45 is going to be charged with treason. And that, like I've been saying for 2 years, that word has been ping-ponged around the Congress and the Senate. It's going to start sticking to people. It is going to start sticking to people. People are going to start leaving. But 45 is going to get arrested. 45 is going to be arrested. This is going to be the way that they are going to seize his passport, so that he will not be able to travel overseas. They are going to try to stop him from being able to escape. Merrick Garland is going to get him. Merrick Garland is going to get him. Trump is going to be arrested, y'all. He is going to be arrested before November 8th. And this is for no other reason than to seize his passport. His passport, his children's passport. Their traveling days are done. They are going after their passports. Yes. Yes, Marie. 45 is going to be arrested. He is going to be arrested. And they are working hard on this. They are using multiple different things to seize his passport. And the reason that it's taking so long, guys, is because when they levy these charges, they want to make sure that they stick. They don't want any wiggle room for him. Basically, they're cleaning it off so that his oiliness can't stick, so he can't slide out of this. My next question is from Dakota C. This is a good question. Dakota wants to know, how is Putin's health? What is going on around him? Does he have cancer or does he have Parkinson's? What is going on with Putin? Putin is sick. Putin is very sick. And Putin has been sick for a long time. All of this stuff. Guys, this whole war, he knew he was terminal before he started this war with the Ukraine. This was supposed to be his swan song. But he is going to die defeated. Vladimir Putin is extremely sick. And it may definitely be pancreatic cancer. Whatever it is slowly destroying him, and the pain that he is in is becoming more and more. The appearances that he is making are going to become less and less, and in fact, the appearances that he has made overseas and in different places were just to try to be a show that, and it was a lie. It's a show that he is not as sick as people think he is. Oh, he is definitely as sick as people think he is. And for some reason, he thinks that he can fool the entire world. Yes, there is a Putin double that he does use in some meetings and on some television reports. He does have a double that is not speaking, but just his image. He's losing weight. He's losing a lot of weight right now, and his pallor, his skin color is becoming evident. His disease is, his body is starting to betray him. Let's see what Tarot has to say. Tarot, tell us about Putin's health. Tell us what's going on around him. He is sick, guys. Oh, and he wants this to be over. He wants it to be over. Nothing is going the way that he wants to, and now he's literally wanting to exile himself because he is losing. He is losing in his health. He is losing in his battle, his war that he started, that he swore would be over with in days, that has now stretched into months, and he's losing. The second card, what he's got. Okay, what he's got below him is he has got the Queen of Cups inverted. Now, this is emotions. This is a good, fair, honest woman. But this is people who are around him, who are taking care of him, who see the writing on the wall. His health is failing. It is sadness around him from the people who are taking care of him and loving him, because he's arrogant. He's hostile, and the sicker he gets, the meaner he is. He treats people around him very badly, and this is out of his fear. In front of him, he's putting up all these walls that he's putting up around himself. This is the card of obstruction, but this is him trying to keep people away from him, to keep people from seeing him at his weakest, at his brokenest. Behind him, he gets the Page of Pentacles. Now, this may be his son, one of his young children, an heir that is near him, that is watching this, and watching it in horror. But his children are around him. His wife and his children are around him, and it's not any place that anyone would like to be. Putin is being stubborn. As sick as he is being stubborn. He will not. He's going to die on the job. He is going to fall down dead. He's not going to retreat into his bedroom and die with any type of dignity. No, he's going to be silly and stupid and thinking that he's bulletproof. And even this, guys, this card is saying, just remember him as he wants to be remembered. Remember him on his horse without his shirt on, being the Russian sex symbol. That's how he wants to be remembered, as a virulent hero of masculinity and stupidity. He's going downhill. He is trying every treatment that is available. There's cocktails of drugs being given to him. Anything. He's trying to take anything to give himself some longevity. In the end, we're going to see him for what he is. We're seeing him for what he is now. He's a little man. He's a broken little man who has held the world hostage all this time. And in his end, we're going to see how insignificant and small he actually is. Guys, understand, these people only have power because we allow them to have it. They only are allowed to do the things that they are doing to us because we are allowing this to happen. Russia is getting ready to raise up. Russia is getting ready to have its own civil war. And it's going to be led by the youth. The kids are tired. Kids are tired of living this way. It's 2022. We're in the space age, not in the ice age. And young people are going to be the catalyst of change for our world, to stop us old people from harming it any further. Our youth. You guys, we are our heroes. We're already here. So if you're waiting for the cavalry to arrive, go in your bedroom and put on your uniform. Our heroes are us. And we have to understand that. And we got to stand up and we got to fight like hell for the world that we want to live in, to stop these people from using us as slave labor, as copper top battery energy. We got to stand up. We got to understand where we are first. Because if you don't understand that you're a slave, it's kind of hard to step out of it. If you think that all those gilded trappings make you free, no, you're just in a pretty cell. You're in a beautiful cage. All right. Here we go. Will the Democrats, here's two questions. Will the Democrats in November take the Senate? Take it. I'm not saying keep it. I said take it. And I mean with a veto-proof majority. Will the Democrats take the Senate in November? Will the Democrats take the Senate with a veto-proof margin? Will the Democrats take the Senate in November? Here we go. Ooh, this is scary. But we got news. Okay, our energy is early. We already know there's going to be a blue tsunami. But this is going to be heralded. This is going to be big news. This is going to be something that we have been waiting for. Now, when we get it, what are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? If we sit on it like we have done every other time and do nothing and not pass anything. But guys, I really do. Roe v. Wade is going to be codified. Same-sex marriage is going to be codified. They are going to take this stuff away from the states and make it into pure D law. That's what we have to look forward to. But we still have a fight getting there. And we are all going to have to show up to ensure that this happens. We're going to have to fight. We are going to have to vote out people that do not serve us. We have got to step away from people who are in there just to make money. This is going to be hard for us as Democrats. We're going to have to elect some new people. We're going to have to put our trust in new names. But those old names have got to go. Those old names are the ones that have kept us stagnant, treading water for 30 years. Kept us in the same place. You know, we didn't get voting rights. That's what we wanted. No, we got Juneteenth. Something nobody asked for. They threw it at us like we're supposed to be happy. Oh, shut up, black people. Here's a holiday for you. We ain't going to let you vote and be people. But we'll throw another holiday at you. And we're just going to take Father's Day away. Okay? understand what's being done in our name. So yes, Dems can take the Senate. We got to fight for it. We're going to have to step away from bad people in our own party. We are going to have to get rid of the mansions and the cinemas in our party and elect people who are doing the business of the people, not the business of themselves. There are some Democrats that are going to be found out as traitors. There are some Democrats that are going to fall with this January 6th committee. Some names are going to come up. Some you already know who they are. Mansions may be one of them. Okay? But we've got to do this, or we will. If we do not take the Senate and change these laws, we will wind up in poverty. We will wind up harming ourselves for generations. Next question. Will the Democrats take the House in November? 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 Yep. It's going to be a little sketchy about the House, though, guys. But again, it's the same thing. We're going to have to be strong. We're going to have to stand together. We're going to have to stand together. To bring about a new beginning, we have work to do. We are going to have to knock some people off of some pedestals. But these are people who I believe some people are going to, a whole bunch of people are going to go to jail who are sitting congressmen and senators right now. Like I said, people are going to go to jail. People are going to lose their positions. And we're going to be surprised about some Democrat names that are going to be brought into this January 6th committee. Yeah. Well, we've got more traitors than in the party than just cinema and mansion. And those names will come to the forefront. Okay, my last question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Will the Ukraine win the war against Putin? Will the Ukraine win this war against Russia and Putin? Will the Ukraine win this war? Will the Ukraine win this war against Russia and Vladimir Putin? Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy. Oh, let's wait to see Vlad at The Hague. Let's see him be tried for war crimes. Here's our answer. Yes, and it's coming. It's coming quickly. We get the victory card in reverse. This is coming up behind. This is pushing the Ukraine right now. The Six of Wands reads, in reverse reads, apprehension, fear, enemy at the gate, treachery and disloyalty. Like I said, it's going to be messy. But the Ukraine is going to win this war. But it's going to be bloody and messy, treacherous. There's going to be people taken captive. There are going to be political captives, war criminals, war crimes, a true tribunal. This tribunal that everybody has been talking about is going to come from the war against the Ukraine and Russia. This is where they will be tried at The Hague. They will be tried at The Hague. Vladimir Putin will be tried for crimes against humanity. He will be tried either in absentia or posthumously. You know, whether he's dead or not, they are going to try him. They are going to convict his bones. We will see a new day, a new horizon. Ukraine's ship will come back. The Ukraine will rebuild. It will never be what it was. But when it comes back, it will be something great. It will be something great. The Ukraine has finally got people, allies, working with them. They finally got real help. This is what is going to turn this around. All the loss that they have suffered has actually made them stronger. All the people who are now coming together in these little meetings to actually help the Ukraine after all these months. Because had they done this in March, this would have been over with. Everybody has to understand. These rich countries allowed this to go on. Allowed this recession to take a hold. Allowed all of this stuff to happen. Understand why we are where we are and who put us here. Don't blame Joe Biden. Let's blame who it is. Big business, the ones who own the shipping companies, the ones who own the gasoline, and the ones who do all the logistics for the whole world. These are the entities that have put us where we are. And understand and remember that these people did this to us while we were in the middle of a pandemic, a global pandemic that we are still in. They raised the prices. They have taken away health care. You cannot even get a free COVID test anymore. If you go to the emergency room, you could expect to lose your entire house. We are still in a pandemic, and the rich are victimizing us. They have us bent over a rail, and they are plowing us. We are being assaulted daily by the 1%, the 0.5%. Understand, be able to identify who your enemy is. Your enemy is not your neighbor. Your enemy is Procter frickin' Gamble. Okay? Exxon Mobil. Valdez. Okay? Understand who's doing this to us. Understand. All right. Putin will retreat. He will retreat. He will not be able to finish this war, and he will lose. He will lose. But the whole Russia loses, because it's not just Putin that's suffering. He's making his whole country suffer. Okay? But understand. Now, that's just one side of it. Now, there's suffering there. But Putin is still in concert with Xi Jinping, MBS, and the rest of them. All right? And they have plans. Oh, yes. So it ain't over with yet, but it's getting picked apart. Keep your eyes and ears open, guys. Understand the game, because that's exactly what it is. And we have to be aware of it, so that we are not taken down the gilded path of confusion, thinking that the whole world, henny penny, the sky is falling. Why? Because it's being orchestrated by big business and the 0.5%. We are where we are, so rich people can continue to get richer while they stand on our necks and suffocate the life out of us. Don't give them a pass. We need to recognize who our enemy is, and we need to start fighting them and stop fighting each other. All right? The weather, guys, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but we're in it. This is what global warming looks like. For all you guys who have had flooding day in, day out, The ground is so saturated, one drop of water causes the entire road to slough off. Understand how much money this is going to cost to rectify. Understand that all these areas that are flooded out, their watersheds have now been contaminated with runoff from sewer and contaminated water. Guys, this is huge. We have got to stop thinking like everything is just fine and look at our world as what it is and what we need to do to survive, because we are getting very close to where we are going to have survival skills. How hot does it have to get before you think you can't take it no more? You people who are in areas, Maine, Washington, Ohio, or in the northernmost states, who have never had multiple days above 100 degrees. Understand that this is going to become your norm. We have work to do. And we've got to look at ourselves to do it. And we got to stop fighting our neighbor when they are not our enemy. They have been made our enemy by the rich who keep us at each other's throat so that we're not at theirs. Okay, guys. I'm done ranting for today. I love you. Understand where we are. Stop playing the blame game and look at the entities who have put us where we are. Okay? Understand we are all victims of propaganda. We have all been misled. We have all been tricked. This awakening is just that. It's time to wake up so that you can see the enemy at the gate. So you can see that the person that is harming us is the one that we put in charge as our caregiver, as our caretaker. All right? It's time for us to wake up and understand the state of the world. Not just live in it, not just exist. We got to participate in our democracy. If we want a world worth living in, we got to create it. I love you. I love you. I have availabilities for readings. If you would desire a private reading from me, please go to psychictanya9@gmail.com. And I will send you a form and we will get that done. $25 is the entire cost. Whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, it's $25. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And understand, we are the heroes we have been waiting for. Mount up. Namaste.